in the world and there will be a crisis. It was just a matter of obutasaka. Kubanga enkole amaka tegasaka. Buli maka galima emere emara amaka. So,
Allah to continue to strengthen you so that Ugandans can continue to have peace and stability and also prosperity. We also pray for those who are still experiencing the dangerous COVID-19, the sick, and those who have lost their beloved ones, and those facing various challenges all over the world. We pray that Allah sees all through this in the holy month of Ramadan. At the same time, Your Excellency, I extend my condolences to you and the country for the loss, big loss of the late Right Honorable Jacob Lokori Olanya, the former Speaker of Parliament of Uganda. It is really a huge blow to the country. The country has lost a strong, patriotic person. Let me take the same breath to congratulate our new Speaker of Parliament, Madam Anita Amongi. Congratulations, and I pray that the Almighty God protects you and guides you through that strong responsibility. Your Excellency, on behalf of the Muslims of Uganda and the Uganda Muslim Supreme Council and the entire Muslim fraternity, I commend your unreserved contribution towards the unity of Muslims. I personally appreciate you for intervening in the encouragement of unity among the Muslim community.
The First Lady of Mozambique, Her Excellency Dr. Isaura Ferrao Nyusi, has today visited Mulago Specialized Women and Neonatal Hospital and commended the government of Uganda for its efforts in improving the health of women and children. Mrs. Nyusi is the patron of the Model Maternity and Ward Certification in Mozambique, an initiative of the Ministry of Health of Mozambique. Dr. Isaura Ferrao Nyusi was received by the Minister of Health, Honorable Dr. Jane Ruth Acheng, and Dr. Evelyn Nabunya, who is the Executive Director of Mulago Women Hospital, together with her medical staff, was guided on a tour of the Radiology Department, Laboratory, and the Diagnostics Area and Neonatal Intensive Care Unit. While at the Intensive Care Unit for premature babies, Mrs. Nyusi was shown how premature babies are catered for and the kangaroo style, where mothers put their premature babies on their chest for better growth and protection. She was further led to a wall of hope displaying pictures of babies, including quadruplets, who were born premature but are now living examples. During the tour, Dr. Evelyn Nabunya informed Mrs. Nyusi that the hospital offers different specialized services, including antenatal clinics, being gynecology, urogynecology, gene oncology, physiotherapy, radiology, fluoroscopy, mammography, ultrasound, family planning, kangaroo follow-up clinic, cervical cancer screening, immunization, postnatal clinic, neonatal intensive care unit, kangaroo mother care operation theaters, intensive care units, high dependency unit, and labor suites, among others. Earlier, Dr. Isaura Ferrao Nyusi held a bilateral meeting with the First Lady and Minister of Education and Sports, Janet Kataha Museveni, at State House Entebbe, during which they discussed various issues in the sectors of education, health, and environmental conservation. She appreciated President Museveni and his wife, Janet Kataha Museveni, for the opportunity to visit the hospital and Kalangala Island and for warmly welcoming them to Uganda. Health Minister Dr. Jane Ruth Acheng appreciated Mrs. Nyusi's visit to the hospital. Present at the guided tour were Honorable Grace Freedom Kuyitwin, the Minister of State for Northern Uganda, and Dr. Henry Mwebesa, the Director General, Ministry of Health, among other dignitaries.
Excellency, Dr. Isaura onde a Sua Excelência, Doutora Isaura,
the First Lady of the Republic of Mozambique,
a Primeira-Dama da República de Moçambique,
the Honorable Minister of Health, the Honorable Minister of State for Northern Uganda,
Ministro do Estado de Uganda,
the Director General,
Diretor-Geral.
the visiting team accompanying the Minister,
Temos também time que está a acompanhar o Ministro.
the Executive Director and our team.
Temos
ladies and
também
gentlemen.
o Diretor Executivo.
On behalf of the Board Chair,
Para todos que nós temos aqui,
I want to extend our sincere thanks for your visit to Mulago Specialized Women and Neonatal Hospital.
vamos falar sobre esse hospital que chama-se Mulago.
As a country, Uganda has made progress in improving reproductive,
Como país, Uganda teve progresso na
Matan-
área da reprodutiva,
maternal, newborn and child and adolescent health.
Appreciate our First Lady, Mama Janet Museveni,
Nós apreciamos muito a nossa primeira-dama, Janet Museveni,
for bringing such an opportunity for us to be able to host.
para nos trazer esta oportunidade para estar com a primeira-dama de Moçambique.
We know she's very passionate about women's health and children, and
Ela-
she's a pioneer and a big supporter in that area.
Ela é muito apaixonada com as mulheres, as crianças, que apoia muito nessa área.
It is a 450-bed hospital. Services are offered at a fee.
Serviços também são oferecidos.
However, for those who are unable to pay,
Por isso, aqueles que não conseguem
the
cuidar,
services are offered at no cost. A number of specialists
por isso temos bom número de especialistas
in obstetrics and gynecology,
na área da obstetrícia,
pediatrics, in
Pediatri-
anesthesiology,
pediatric,
in radiology,
na área
among
da
others.
radiologia também.
We are striving hard
Estamos a lutar muito
to ensure that all the specialist services for maternal child health are at the regional hospitals. We have challenges.
temos desafios,
The specialists are inadequate in number.
temos especialistas adequados.
Even as we continue to train,
Nós continuamos a formar,
the pace of the training does not match the needs.
Feitos
we
e
can
confortáveis,
say that we are all happy,
não somente pela dimensão
not only with the dimension
desta infraestrutura,
of the infrastructure,
mas também por acomodarem várias enfermidades,
but also to accommodate many diseases around here,
respeitante a saúde
respecting the health
da mulher
of women
e da criança
and of the children
como célula base da
as a
família
basic cellular
e espinha dorsal da nossa sociedade.
and the backbone of our society.
E muito obrigada a todos.
Thank you very much.
Obrigada.
In other news, the NRM Secretary General Richard Tudwong has pledged to unite all NRM cadres who are in the diaspora. During a meeting with the NRM cadres from Canada under their umbrella body of Canada Chapter, led by the chairman Fred Chinene, Tudwong underscored the importance of having a united NRM team in the diaspora. Let's take a look.
This is to link the diaspora in Canada to the embassy. So the diaspora in Canada, they are waiting for NRM sec to come and support our cause.
NRM's Secretary General Richard Tudwong has promised to have an interconnection that will link the NRM cadres in Uganda with those abroad, and also pledged to support them in different ways. This was during a meeting where he interacted with members of the Nrm Canada Chapter. The chairman of Nrm Canada Chapter, Fred Chinene, applauded the NRM government for bringing them together and for continuously supporting them, and also for the commendable leadership role exhibited.
And they are offering us the material and all those things which we need as a party, and we are so energized from here up to Canada. Thank you for those who reject.
We are doing all that is possible to ensure the symposium is a success. That is why we have this meeting. This is an internal meeting to to coordinate with other meetings within internal, between the secretary, the national chairman, and all stakeholders.
Among the Ugandan delegation was the Presidential Advisor on Youth Affairs, Nachwala Chenje, who also applauded the NRM government for embracing youth growth.
We are concluding the Ugandan activities, and our team is headed to return to Canada on Wednesday. So we hope that the preparations in Canada will also be in advanced stages.
The first Nrm Canada Symposium will bring together over 4,000 delegates from both Uganda and those in the diaspora.
Now, Uganda will on Sunday, 1st May 2022, join the rest of the world to commemorate International Labour Day. The Minister for Gender, Labour and Social Development, Betty Amongi, urges all stakeholders to follow the law so as to protect the rights of workers.
This year's Workers' Day celebrations will focus on empowering workers on their journey to recovery following COVID-19 lockdown.
This year's theme for International Labour Day is mitigating the impact of COVID-19, enhancing productive employment for improved livelihoods through parish development model.
Minister for Gender, Betty Amongi, has implored employers to observe the law in protecting workers' rights.
Take them through the law, because I go with the law, including the provision of termination of dismissal. And most of them that I have taken them through the law tell me that we didn't know. Unfortunately, in most of these factories, they also don't have legal officers, they also don't have human resource officer.
The ministry is in preparation to have a toll-free line in place that will enable workers report issues affecting them. Nrm Canada, UBC News.
The Deputy Inspector General of Police, Major General Tumsime Kasigazi, has directed police territorial commanders and DPCs to support the environment police in fighting noise pollution. The Deputy IGP singled out nightclubs and some Pentecostal churches which have made it a habit to project uncontrolled noise to surrounding communities.
The Deputy Inspector General Police, Major General Geoffrey Tumsime Kasigazi, has reiterated stringent measures to reinforce control of noise pollution in communities.
Peaceful. This country is a place to live in. This country has laws. It's not a lawless society. You don't wake up and put a bar and play music the way you want. It's not going to be possible. We are going to inconvenience you.
Territorial commanders have been directed to strengthen operations to clamp down on those inclining contrary to the law.
I'm directing the other territorial police, DPCs, RPCs in regions to assist in ensuring that this law is enforced.
Another target by these noise controlling operations is the church.
Who says that the church must play music on top of their premises for God to hear? God is not deaf. The last time I read the Bible, even God says, you go and close the door and pray. Don't you remember that? I don't know the verse.
It is alleged that religious leaders, especially some from the Pentecostal church, for long have had bitter reactions toward energies to fight noise pollution.
I'm not going to enter the church thing, whether they do it or not. What I'm saying, let them preach, let them sing within the acceptable noise levels. That's the only thing I'm saying. I'm not saying close any church, no. I'm simply saying let the church operate within the law. That's all I'm saying.
General Kasigazi has also urged the public to revive terrorism vigilance, especially in busy towns and buildings.
It is our prayer that everybody particularly those with premises in urban areas, factor in a security component in running their business. They need to ensure that they put in an infrastructure able to detect these bombs, weapons carried across. These include walkthroughs, metal detectors, and any other gadget that is able to detect weapons or bomb-related materials.
The Deputy IGP's call comes amidst undescribed attacks, especially on government officials, with the recent one targeting Principal Judge Dr. Flavian Izeije at Kalanda Zibuama Mpiji along Masaka Kampala Road. Abdul Nasser Lubwama, UBC News.
Now, opposition party Forum for Democratic Change, FDC, has unveiled a candidate to contest as Member of Parliament for Omoru County in the coming by-election. This follows the position falling vacant after the death of the late Speaker of Parliament, Jacob Olanya, who served for only a year as a Member of Parliament for Omoru constituency.
Opposition Forum for Democratic Change FDC party has announced that it will fully participate in the by-election of Omoru because the constituency has predominantly been FDC party's stronghold. Hence, the party has unveiled a candidate, Owani Dick Dennis, to contest for Omoru constituency parliamentary seat, and Mary Ayo for position of LC5 councillor for Lalogi, Lakwaya sub-county, Omoru district. The position of Member of Parliament for Omoru fell vacant following demise of Jacob Olanya, while LC5 councillor resigned.
To my brother, the Honorable Dennis Owani. FDC, one people, one Uganda. Why? I want to ensure that we embarked on a massive production of cash crops in our region to see that we also cope up with the other regions which are doing so well.
The FDC party president, Patrick Oboya-Muriat, said they are not going for a populist campaign.
To allow the people of Omoru to take their free choice of a candidate they would wish to represent them for the remaining term that the Right Honorable Olanya left. We are not going to tolerate intimidation. We are not going to tolerate torture of our people. We are also not going to tolerate rigging of elections.
The party has put in place teams right from national to district level, including party diehards like Honorable Cecily Ogwar, Fungaro Caps, Betty Awol and Gilbert Olanya to offer critical thinking on how to mobilize people in Omoru. Chua West legislator in Kitgum district, Okin Ojara, said FDC has put the local person in Omoru above everything and their campaign is an issue-based.
None of the other political parties have ever won in Omoru. They have won maybe through declaration. But in the actual winning, nobody has won in Omoru except FDC party. So we want to capitalize on that and make sure we harness all the resources available to galvanize the support of the people of Omoru by giving critical issues affecting the people of Omoru.
FDC follows National Resistance Movement and National Unity Platform, who also unveiled their candidates and are fully participating in this election slated for May 26, 2022. I'm Nafka Farida and Dan Lugemwa in Najanankumbi.
Thank you, Nafuka Farida. With that, let's take a short commercial break and be back with more news tonight. Stay tuned.
Today in history.
On this day in history, Middleton Obote, then President of Uganda People's Congress, started preparing details of his cabinet. This happened after Obote accepting an invitation from the Governor of Uganda, Sir Walter Coates, to form the country's next government.
Need to send money to a loved one but you don't have enough on your phone? Have you run out of fuel but you don't have enough money? Do you want to pay for yaka or water but have insufficient funds? Or do you want to shop but you don't have enough money? Don't worry, get away with MTN Momo Advance. Momo Advance tops up your Momo to complete your transactions. Dial star 165 star 5 star 3 hash to apply. MTN Momo Advance is always available when you need it.
A World Cup in the desert? The first one in the Middle East. The first to be held at the end of the year? That's crazy. Get ready for spectacular moves. High-flying saves. Unbelievable goals. Out of this world celebration.
Would you believe it? What a moment here!
All 64 matches live. That's over 5,000 action-packed minutes of the FIFA 2022 World Cup Qatar. Now that's crazy. Catch all the action only on SuperSport, your world of champions. On Go TV. Love it.
In preparation for the parliamentary and local government councils by-elections in Omoru County, Omoru District, the Electoral Commission will conduct a display of the National Voters Register for Omoru County constituency. The public display of the Voters Register will be conducted at each polling station within Omoru County from Monday the 25th of April to 4th of May 2022, starting at 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. on each of the appointed dates, including weekends. The purpose of the display exercise is to enable voters to check for the correctness of their particulars, to confirm that photographs appear against correct particulars, to report to the display officer the following categories of persons: those who have died, the non-citizens, if any, those who are under 18 years of age, if any, and those who belong to another parish. Please note that there will also be a display of lists of persons recommended for deletion from the voters register for a period of 6 days from the 5th of May to the 10th of May 2022. The purpose of this supplementary display is to enable any person who may have been wrongly recommended for deletion to raise an objection to the parish tribunal. The parish or ward tribunal may reinstate the person if convinced of the genuineness of an objection.
It's Freaky Friday from Airtel. Buy or gift. Buy or give.
Get freaky too! Dial star 149 star 10 hash to load a Freaky Friday bundle for you to enjoy the best offers on voice and data.
To buy a bundle for friends and family, dial star 149 star 10 star 5 hash. Freaky Friday with Airtel. Buy or gift a bundle today. Dial star 149 star 10 hash to get started. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Welcome back. You're still watching the UBC News Tonight, broadcasting live from Nile Avenue, also on YouTube under the name tag UBC TV Uganda. In more news, Buyende District has received basic assortment medical items worth 20 million Ugandan shillings from Uganda Nurses and Midwives Union. The assorted items were handed over to the district health team, including weighing machines and pressure detectors, gloves, baby towels, correctors and mama kits, among others. These are the details.
In an effort to improve health service delivery in the district, the government has re-equipped all health centers with basic medical items worth 20 million shillings. The items, which included weighing machines, pressure detectors, gloves, baby towels, correctors and mama kits, among others, were delivered by the President Uganda Nurses and Midwives Association, Justus Cherop.
Two ladies here. I thank God for these two ladies.
Kidela Health Center 4, which is regarded as the district hospital, handles large numbers of expectant mothers. According to Wiyende MP Annette Nakato, service delivery in most health centers in Wiyende has been hindered by absence of such basic items. This has been affecting both medical workers and patients, especially expectant mothers. Wiyende health officials appreciated the donation, saying it has been timely.
In another development, the Korean International Cooperation Agency, KOICA, has handed over projects worth 786 million shillings of piped water, others to communities in Buama Town Council in Mpigi District. The political commissioning of infrastructure and household improvement water extension projects have been launched by the LC5 chairman Mpigi District, Martin Sejemba, at Kanani Bongole villages in Buama Town Council.
The 786 million shillings project donated by Korea International Cooperation Agency, KOICA, is aimed at fighting the increasing cases of waterborne diseases and maintaining proper hygiene within homesteads of the communities in PG District. The Korean International Cooperation Agency Field Coordinator in PG District, Mbole Andrew, says an additional 1 billion shillings worth of projects, including construction of a woman's market at Buama, schools for the needy and agriculture initiatives will be rolled out in the near future.
We also have in plan to construct a big maize milling facility along Masaka Kampala Highway and a women-friendly market, which is going to be constructed just a few months from now. We also plan to bring income generation projects in the communities, which include dairy projects. We are going to give out 89 haifas to the people of Bongole.
This was during the function of political commissioning of parish infrastructure projects, water extension, household improvement, toilets and kitchen construction at homesteads of communities in the area. The LC5 chairman, Mpigi District, Martin Sejemba, commended KOICA for supporting communities in the district, especially by improving their livelihood and changing their mindset on community work.
Because they are not going to be taking any more time fetching water from long distances. So it's a blessing and it's steering hope. And also encouraging because it was implemented in a cooperation with the locals in form of Burundiwansi participation.
The country director, KOICA, Hyeseong Park, says his country will continue to support communities in Uganda with several projects for social and economic development and advised the beneficiaries to own these projects.
Therefore, strengthened by the promise that the community of Mpigi District will be improved by the establishment of those parish and household improvement infrastructures. On behalf of all Korean people, I say
over 120 households in Buama Town Council have been connected to piped water, with the percentage said to have increased from 76.2% to 79.2% currently. I'm Nafka Farida and Salong Vaswanti.
Young environmental enthusiasts held a peaceful demonstration to call upon the government and concerned stakeholders to act immediately on the devastating negative effects of climate change. A group of teenagers from various schools in Kampala gathered at Aga Khan School and brainstormed about what needs to be done to conserve and protect the environment. Some of the activities included tree planting, cleaning the streets, a book launch, and community sensitization drives.
Leaders have spoken and they have not acted, and we are taking things into our own hands. So they're saying that, let your actions speak louder than your words. That's basically what we're doing here. So we're using our voices, we're using our placards, we're using all of us to fight for something that not many people want to know about, because we are honestly tired of our leaders talking and doing nothing. So we want people to act, and this is a fact. we cannot drink oil that they are going to, plant in the grounds, and we cannot breathe the gas that they want. Yes, it will bring them funds, but at the end of the day, we are going to die because of their greed for money.
We are doing things that we think it's progress, but actually we are digging our own graves. Now, as young generation, we are the future of this nation and this planet. I am of an idea, and I am thinking to everyone out there that we should stand together and fight for this planet. People should not just use things because they need money. Because to me, money is an illusion. It comes and goes. But this planet will always be here. But it will always be here if we keep it. Now, if we don't keep it, it may degrade one day. And what will our great-grandchildren live on?
And I know that we're not so many doing this, but the awareness is what's necessary. I feel like the first step to fight is getting people to be aware of these different things we do that damage our world, our environment.
Quite enthusiastic children right there, fighting for the future of the planet. Wow. In other news, head teachers have called on government to support them in handling pregnant learners while at school. This call comes at a time when over 500,000 girls under 18 years got pregnant during the 2-year lockdown due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Sister Helen Namono, a head teacher at Sacred Heart Girls' School in Gulu District, is among the head teachers still facing challenges with learners who found themselves pregnant during the COVID-19 lockdown. Sister Namono explains that the pregnant learners had numerous challenges which they as a school could not manage.
Yeah, there are girls who came back when they were pregnant. There are those who did not come back at all. We experienced challenges of feeding, because somebody who is expecting needs a balanced diet. The problem of antenatal and all this was not in the school budget, and you find that it really affected the school.
According to a research conducted by John Paul II Justice and Peace Center in partnership with African Faith Justice and Network in 12 schools about the impacts of COVID-19 in teenage girls' education, it was revealed that over 150 girls got pregnant and 50 got married.
So we sampled about 12 schools in all the 4 regions of Uganda, North, East, Central and West. One of the schools in which we visited, especially Oriang Primary School in Nebi District, there were about 105 girls who got pregnant, and then 52 girls who got married out. So these girls were out of school, and they are not willing to come back to school.
Findings further show that most girls were not willing to go back to school after giving birth due to fear of the new environment.
Girls are not able to remain in school, and they are not willing even to come back to school because there are very many conditions which they feel make them uncomfortable to remain in school. One of them being that the children around them also keep on abusing them. Their health conditions, some of them due to pregnancy, are very uncomfortable. Most of them were talking of having life skills training so that they could be able to earn some living and be able to take care of themselves and their babies.
According to Father Frederick Tusingire, negligence of parents and caretakers has exacerbated child trafficking in the country.
They're not clear, where is this girl going? Is the job actually there? So what happens in the end? The girl will be thrown on the street and will be oppressed because things were not done before, were not done properly. The different companies that are authorized to take people outside, there should be tasks also so that the children, that these youth are protected.
Mary Namko.
Public relations practitioners under their umbrella body, Public Relations Association of Uganda, PRAO, are tabling a bill to Parliament that will help in guiding them on how to carry out their duties as professionals. The bill focuses on conduct as a key factor to help kick out the masqueraders in the profession. Minister for ICT and National Guidance, Chris Bariomonsi, highlighted the need to streamline the profession just like their colleagues in the legal fraternity. Now, top public relations officers in the land were meeting at Hotel Africana in Kampala for the PRAO Symposium.
community 1970, 1980 is not the way we appreciate it today, because many things have changed. Challenged with the expansion of digital space, we see a lot of disinformation, fake news. When we were managing COVID-19, we even developed a new term which we call infodemics. As we were battling with the pandemic, there was also another pandemic of information and so forth. I am also aware that you have drafted a bill so that the Public Relations Association of Uganda becomes a creature of law, of legislation, and I want to pledge my support because I am not only a minister but also a voting member of parliament, and therefore we shall support you, first of all, to make sure that you have a very strong bill which shall be passed in parliament. So you were arranging to introduce it as a private member's bill, but definitely it will enjoy support of government. Should we deem it fit that we make it a government bill, we can still do so, in which case I would move it myself.
For us, like economists, we don't have. Ours died in 1970 something. We have tried to revive it, we failed. So when you have a forum of this nature, I really congratulate you. Kindly focus communication of your organizations aligned to the national policies, because sometimes we are not aligned and it creates distortions.
Pay for your dream phone, Mpola. Get your dream phone today for as low as 1,400 Uganda shillings with free data for a year and pay slowly. All phones come with daily 50 MBs for 12 months. Repayment period is 1 year. Available at MTN service centers and M-Kopa shops.
In preparation for the parliamentary and local government councils by-elections in Omoru County, Omoru District, the Electoral Commission will conduct a display of the National Voters Register for Omoru County constituency. The public display of the voters register will be conducted at each polling station within Omoru County from Monday the 25th of April to 4th of May 2022, starting at 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. on each of the appointed dates, including weekends. The purpose of the display exercise is to enable voters to check for the correctness of their particulars, to confirm that photographs appear against correct particulars, to report to the display officer the following categories of persons: those who have died, the non-citizens, if any, those who are under 18 years of age, if any, and those who belong to another parish. Please note that there will also be a display of lists of persons recommended for deletion from the voters register for a period of 6 days from the 5th of May to the 10th of May 2022. The purpose of this supplementary display is to enable any person who may have been wrongly recommended for deletion to raise an objection to the parish tribunal. The parish or ward tribunal may reinstate the person if convinced of the genuineness of an objection.
Football packages, great entertainment,
sports, the local content, telenovela, the movies. There is something for everybody. Go TV, this is where great stories live.
Get the best entertainment for any budget. With GoTV, you will have great entertainment for as little as 13,000 Uganda shillings per month. GoTV, great stories, Zidiwano. GoTV Uganda, love it.
It's Freaky Friday from Airtel. Buy or gift. Buy or give.
Get freaky too! Dial star 149 star 10 hash to load a Freaky Friday bundle for you to enjoy the best offers on voice and data.
To buy a bundle for friends and family, dial star 149 star 10 star 5 hash. Freaky Friday with Airtel. Buy or gift a bundle today. Dial star 149 star 10 hash to get started. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Welcome back from yet another short break. We now take you to the world of business. Uganda is believed to be one of the fastest growing countries in the world, sustainably contributing to its accelerated economic growth, and has experienced an average annual growth of over 6% in the past 30 years. According to econometric models, Uganda's GDP is projected to trend around $44 billion in 2022, especially this time as the country's economy is in its stages of recovery. Sandra Kahunde with a report.
These suggest that although the pandemic had a modest effect on firms' closures, it significantly reduced their operations, such that after 1 year, most businesses have not yet fully recovered.
Because we had years of loss where people were at home, and it was not only in Uganda, it was globally. Airlines stopped, and the airlines are one of the logistics methods or modes of taking goods and service across the globe.
Effect is price, obviously. Like I can give an example, if we take an example of raw material coming from Indonesia. In normal pre-COVID times, it was $2,900 per 40 feet container. During COVID, it went to $5,000. Right now, per container is $7,000 to $8,000 sea freight up to Mombasa port.
The existing surge in global commodities, such as oil and other input prices, since May 2020, the central bank had predicted in August last year that this could influence an increase in domestic prices since the economy had partially been reopened.
When you buy from a country which is already experiencing a rise in inflation, you have imported their inflation. Even the prices you face in that market are also up to tender with inflation.
According to a current report from Uganda Bureau of Statistics indicating that inflation is still below the central bank's target, averaging at 2.4% and 3.4% for headline and core respectively. The global economy is battling with a slow recovery from the pandemic-induced shocks. Therefore, economists warned of an imminent risk in the rising cost of living as a result of imported inflation.
And as you know, when you are looking at the cost of production of a good, these are some of the key things you look at. You look at the costs of production. One of them is transport. So you have to transport the raw materials from wherever they are to Mombasa, from Mombasa or to Dar es Salaam, again to Uganda, to the factories.
Facing another challenge. Due to geopolitical scenarios worldwide, hike in fuel prices, the war and everything which is going on, that has given an adverse effect, very bad effect into our sector especially, because the raw material source has been into the conflict zone.
The findings are attributed to the rising cost of imports, including fuel. Import prices in Uganda increased to 204.02 points in February from 192.59 points in January of 2022. It's therefore upon the central bank to tighten financial markets as it seeks to protect the already weak economy battered by COVID-19 related disruptions and deal with the threat of imported inflation.
Wars and proxy wars in different places, which is affecting the global economy. But otherwise, any business, any economy can recover in 3 to 5 years.
But within this hard time, if government intervenes and tries to help by giving some subsidies or some tax benefits, whatever, so the manufacturing sector can survive and they can stay afloat within this hard time and they can recover.
So this National Development Plan of Uganda takes into account the COVID period and post-COVID period.
Sandra Kahonde, Joel Vobier, UBC News.
Total Energies has undertaken a number of initiatives aimed at ensuring that Ugandan entities and citizens are adequately equipped to participate in the oil and gas sector.
In 2012, we started working with the Total E&P until 2019, where we worked on the replacement houses and we delivered 30 houses for the people who were being relocated from the industrial area. We are also working with the Total Energies on over 10 kilometers of roads that we are undertaking. There's a ripple effect. We are getting the services of labor within the communities, materials. Total Energies has been of great assistance to our development. We've expanded our plant and equipment, we've developed our human resources, and we've also improved our management skills.
Total Energies EP Uganda is committed to the empowerment of Ugandans to take an active part in the overall development of the oil project in Uganda. It's Freaky Friday from Airtel. Buy or gift, buy or give.
Get freaky too! Dial star 149 star 10 hash to load a Freaky Friday bundle for you to enjoy the best offers on voice and data.
To buy a bundle for friends and family, dial star 149 star 10 star 5 hash. Freaky Friday with Airtel. Buy or gift a bundle today. Dial star 149 star 10 hash to get started. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Welcome back, and it's now time for sports. Members of Parliament have won the inaugural Muhoozi Birthday Cup organized as part of the celebrations to mark the Commander Land Force's 48th birthday. The parliamentarians trounced the UPDF Generals 3-1 at the Philip Omondi Stadium in Lukogo.
Bafa bajeno bafa kubuno mpira baba bajeno eyada mufa oh magogo mpira kutade wabwero niyo honorable Lilian Aba omuingiza kisa bona bakochi bayingide kisawe baba wa MPs bayino mpira jeno birungi anakwasa zina sede jeno birungi IDF nguleke jeno mbadi uno
Amazing. The third edition of the Karamoja Games has started with action in Nakapiripit district. We have a detailed story.
After the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown that affected 2 editions, the third edition of the Karamoja Games has finally started. It's the first since 2019 whose second edition was hosted in Kotido, while the first one in 2018 was in Moroto. At this third edition, all the 9 Karamoja region districts are in attendance and will over the next 2 days contest 5 disciplines including football, netball, volleyball, athletics and woodball. Karamoja Games chairperson Richard Okot is pleased the games are finally back and with passion from the participants.
And I want to thank the General Omoru for clearly saying that he wants to create jobs to the youth through sports. And indeed today, we have demonstrated that Karamoja youth are ready to ensure that we support this initiative of ensure that we get jobs through sports. So today also, we as the youth of Karamoja, we want to keep Karamoja green. We're having tree planting to ensure that we keep Karamoja green. And then we're also having the COVID vaccination.
Nakapiripirit District Police Commander Assistant Superintendent of Police Joseph Bongo allays any security fears and speaks volumes about the role of sport as a tool for social development.
Games, they don't segregate that maybe of this Epokot, what, Koromojongo Pian, what. So when these people meet, they come together. But of course, some other isolated instances which you cannot underestimate. But of course, as you can see, the gatherings of very many tribes.
The games are proudly powered by arguably Uganda's best online TV portal, Yo TV, that is also engaging in empowering women and girls.
And the games are underway. First half, 1-0, that's what excites us. So we sponsored the games, gave the trophies, the medals, and the cash prize. And we brought here some pads for the women in this region and some knickers to cover them for about 3 months. And for us as Yo TV, that's what we are all about, to come into a place like this and change lives.
The games also include a COVID-19 vaccination drive and a tree planting campaign to save the environment. The districts in attendance are Karenga, Amudat, Kotido, Nakapiripirit, Abim, Moroto, Kabong, and Nabilatuk.
Further into sports, the 2022 Uganda Senior Secondary School Sports Association National Boys Football Championship has climaxed in Arua City. The final game was a David versus Goliath of sorts, ably won by St. Mary's Chitende that in the process made history.
St. Mary's Chitende has completed a historic feat of winning each and every National Boys Football Championship hosted in Arua City. This they have done after edging St. Andrew Kagwa Gombe High School by 2-0 and thus winning all editions hosted in Arua to add to success in 2008 and 2011. Goals by Charles Luanga and Elvis Ngonde are what Chitende needed to add crown number 10 that has embraced all involved.
Yes, I'm very happy for the fighting spirit that the boys have put. Because we came in this tournament and our mission has been fulfilled. Because from the start, our mission was to win the trophy. Since we are the defending champions in 2019, we did enough preparation to see that we recruit the right players that will win this tournament.
To St. Andrew Kagwa Gombe High School that produced the best player, the top scorer and the best goalkeeper during the championship, it was a debut season to remember, with immaculate displays all through that won hearts and also got Oscar Mawa, the top scorer's gong, with 11 goals.
I'm delighted to be a finalist, though we've lost to Chitende. But I'd like to recommend my team, the technical team, the players and the administration for the far we've come. Because we're a new team in this tournament, but if we've managed to come up to the finals, then I think the Lord is to be praised. We got some injuries in Mutiaba. That's why you see the team struggled a bit.
In the third place classification game, Chibuli Senior Secondary School outclassed Budo SS in a 3-0 victory. All the top schools will represent Uganda at the East Africa schools level later. Joseph Odama and John Burns Sentamu reporting.
Well, and that's all we had time for now. Thank you for being a lovely audience. We've come to the end of our bulletin. However, it's important to mention that the draws of the Women's African Cup of Nations takes place today at 11:30 p.m. and UBC TV will be carrying it live with Uganda's celebrated sports commentator Peter Otai passing you through. Thank you very much. Have yourselves a lovely night.
This weekend on UBC.
I have here flour, this one my fruits, then I have my red cherries, I have my baking powder here, then I have here my 1 egg.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very simple item here called the fruit scone. Sometimes I love this.
we do them for bites. You can do them for tea, coffee, because it's a sweet item. We use them for breakfast, mostly breakfast.
The chef is tempting me. I'm fasting.
The Big Kitchen. We bring you a fresh, well-researched program to help you identify opportunities for investment, job creation, growing your entrepreneurial skills, wealth creation, and social transformation.
We have a product that is ready for schools, supermarkets.
Create wealth, transform livelihoods. Every week, we showcase opportunities for creating new products and services.
I now harvest a lot of cocoa. When I harvest it, I sell. After selling, I put money in my project. I have 2 projects. 1 is for construction of my house, 2 is for educating my children.
Excellence in innovation, the passion and drive to succeed, and the right mindset to grow your business. Create wealth, transform livelihoods. Brought to you by Operation Wealth Creation.
This week on UBC.
Uganda is at what level of alcohol use in the world?
World leader.
Yeah, world leader. So clearly, I think you would understand.
I started drinking in senior 2. Wow. I was a very good student. When I drank, I didn't even like it. The smell, the burning, it was kasese. It wasn't nice. But by the time it was settling, I was feeling good. Oh. So I'm like, let me take more.
Millennials use anything. Okay. And I think it's the fact that the fear of missing out wherever they go, whatever they're doing, their peers are taking all these substances. They spike it to the bit of the marijuana, of the weed, and so people start enjoying these things.
The Doc Talk Show.
The stage is a world of entertainment. Get the latest entertainment, lifestyle, events and activities. Chats with celebrities that make headlines.
It's your girl Zari, Mama Tifa. I'm in town, I'm in Uganda.
It's showbiz. Join me, Mary. I intend to connect you to a lot of fun. Cause I know you want it, you love it, you enjoy it. All on Powerful Level Magazine, reloaded for you right here on UBC. Don't miss out every Saturday, 12 p.m.
Coming soon on UBC.
Hey, it's time to play. We're glad you came because we love to share. Come, Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun with everyone. Because we love to learn together, making new friends forever. We Sesame Street friends.
We bring you a fresh, well-researched program to help you identify opportunities for investment, job creation, growing your entrepreneurial skills, wealth creation, and social transformation.
We have a product that is ready for schools, supermarkets.
Create wealth, transform livelihoods. Every week, we showcase opportunities for creating new products and services.
I now harvest a lot of cocoa. When I harvest it, I sell. After selling, I put money in my project. I have two projects. One is for construction of my house, two is for educating my children.
Excellence in innovation, the passion and drive to succeed, and the right mindset to grow your business. Create wealth, transform livelihoods. Brought to you by Operation Wealth Creation.
Oh, that's a great ball in. That's a very good ball inside, looking for Senaf. Oh, this is Senaf again, fighting and fighting. The Ethiopians have been good with the distributions. Away by Bira. Dangerous ball inside, but straight to Arturo. And the captain for the Crescent Cranes looking very comfortable today in Chitende. Namudu. Long from Namudu. Trying to look for the lady herself, Hasfa. Hira does well, the coach of the Crescent Cranes, not very happy on this. Ball continues. Hasfa flicking that ball through, but not flicking well. Shadia. Oh, that's a nice shot. That was actually Navidie Joan, rather. Yeah. It's a good play from Navidie. Almost having the same height like Nancha Shadia, those two. Looks like it will be a corner kick right now for the Crescent Cranes of Uganda.
Yeah, Navidie could be making the home debut because she features for Vihiga Queens away from home. So she longed for this moment, and that is where she does so well. She's deployed at the midfield, partnering definitely the likes of Fanasona, who is standing just in front of them to supply Fazida and Nabweteme, and Margaret Kunhira, who is right now ready to swing in a corner. Here it comes.
Corner brought through and could be going out for a goal kick, according to the referee Chemutai from Kenya. Good start to the game for the Crescent Cranes. As on the other side, it is the Ethiopians who are trying very much to see how they can keep their bodies on the game and try and see if they can pick more possession from here. Hasebe trying to switch that ball further forward, and the ball just easily eludes everybody. The chess is on here. Medina. And cleared away by Asia at the midfield. This is good play from the Ethiopians. Arigash. Nice play looking for Senaf. Buoli. Another big clearance there at the center of the game. Oh, Uganda trying to work out now. Here comes a chance away. Has far to the wing side. Margaret Kunihira crosses it back into play. Oh dear. That ball actually goes away. It was actually Faustia Najemba.
Yeah, the under-20 captain, and